Came out 6 weeks ago,
Okay.
and we've been fighting them since then. We fought them on every estate. What we do is, the minute we know they're going into a estate, we'll go in and knock on doors and tell people, park your car over your meter, stand on your meter. Not everyone will do it. They don't understand
At
that.
least you might as well fight against it, because
We know what's going to come down the road. This is a private company. It has to make money. It has to make money. I know you have meters in England now, and I think it's around 200 or 300 quid.
Oh, MacDonald had a farm, E-R-E-R-O. And on the farm he had a dog, E-R-E-R-O.
We use everything to block them. They came here the first day and we blocked them. What they actually done was they walked in the plastic barriers.
Okay.
So we were happy to leave them walk in the plastic barriers and set them all up. Then they realised, what can we do with that machinery?
We're not going to get enough rent sent. We're done. I hope to see as many people as can in Dublin on the 10th of December. There's buses going up. They have to run there. I'll take too much in the car and we haven't got a lift. But we need to stand and show Enda and Joel that
The structure of Irish Water is all wrong. Tell me, Taoiseach, why is Irish Water taking over water supply and waste and not taking over surface water, storm water and flooding? Why are they doing that? I'll tell you why. Because you can't charge people for storm water or flooding. You can't make any money out of it. So you wouldn't be able to sell it down the road because flooding is too unpredictable. So it wouldn't be attractive to a buyer. You assure us that it would never be privatised. Well, if you're so sure, are you prepared to actually have a referendum and put it into a constitution like the Italians did? When Berlusconi threatened to nationalise water or to privatise it, the people forced it to a referendum and 96% voted against it. Taoiseach, Irish Water started out with consultants. They wanted to make a new model. They ignored the local authorities. They spent 85 million on advice that turned out to be useless. They came up with protocols that didn't work. They actually came up with a protocol as to how you do a connection, but it was total nonsense. This was a complete waste of money. Irish Water now are going back to the local authorities looking for information as to how to make these protocols work. Do you know what stage they're at on the tweaking process? They're on stage 5. Stage 5 of the tweaking process. They're going back to the local authorities now looking for also around the country on the database. Tell me, Taoiseach, is there a data protection agreement between Irish Water and the Data Commissioner regarding the local authority database? Taoiseach, are you prepared to put it to a referendum that Irish Water can never be privatised?
We're joined now in studio by Taoiseach Enda Kenny. Taoiseach, you're welcome to the 9 o'clock news. You promised clarity, certainty, predictability. When you hear somebody like businessman John Mulligan from Roscommon saying he still has fears about the future, can you say that you've delivered that?
Well, I can say first of all that we listened very carefully to what people had to say. Genuine people all over the country wanted to express their concerns and their anxieties. And I said that we would listen to those and would act accordingly.
Say, Irish Water will be free!
By government today, by the Ministry, gives certainty, gives clarity and gives predictability. First of all, it lays out until 2019 what the capped charges will be. €1.15 per week for a person living alone and €3 per week for 2 adults or more or with children. So that gives certainty to the maximum prices until 2019. It also sets out...
What happens after that?
Well, what happens after that is that the Minister is actually going to legislate on behalf of government, so that whatever Minister is in office in 2019 is going to have the authority of the government to continue capping charges so that water remains affordable for families. So
I think we have enough. We have nothing more to pay. No, the ex-pensioners, we have nothing. Nothing.
I would agree on the water charges if we had a system that was up and running, a functioning system. I think we should pay. But at the moment, it just seems to me as if they're just trying to raise revenue, and they're doing it any way they can.
I think it's a bad way they've done it, yeah. I think that they could have given it more time. I think also that they've rushed it, and they've done it their way, and they didn't give much consideration to the people who've already gone through murder in this country over the last years of austerity.
One of the groups behind the protest is the Anti-Austerity Alliance. Its leaders say momentum is on their side and vow they won't stop fighting all austerity measures.
What's happened is that people are no longer afraid of the government, but increasingly they're aware that actually the government is afraid of them. And it's a very powerful sentiment, and I think there's a high degree of possibility that before the next general election is due, this government can be brought down by a people power movement from below and forcing new elections.
While uncertainty surrounding the water charges continues, the Irish have made clear they won't sit quietly in these debates over austerity.
This land was made for you and me.
Worn out places, worn out faces, bright and early for their daily races, going nowhere, going nowhere. Their tears are filling up their glasses, no expression, no expression. Hide my head, I wanna drown my sorrow. No tomorrow, no tomorrow. And I find it kinda funny, I find it kinda sad. The dreams in which I'm dying are the best I've ever had. I find it hard to tell you, I find it hard to take. When people run in circles, it's a very, very mad world. Mad world. Children waiting for the day they feel good. Happy birthday, happy birthday. And to feel the way that every child should sit and listen, sit and listen. Went to school and I was very nervous. No one knew me, no one knew me. Hello teacher, tell me what's my lesson. Look right